Yeah. Hi, very good evening to each and everyone who is watching and who will be later watching it. So, let me introduce Dr. Chandralekha Medaga, right? As I'm pronouncing your name properly.
Yes.
Yeah. She is basically a gynecologist and she is Garbha Sanskara coach at Ballari, and which is located in Karnataka. So, before going into this discussion, I just want to know what is your mission, what is your vision, and what exactly you are there to do for the patients, and why you have chosen this as your niche.
Right. Yes. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. I'm a yoga naturopathy physician and Garbha Samskara coach. And thank you for the wonderful introduction. And my main mission is to help many, many more pregnant mothers to have healthy babies. So, through giving birth to a healthy baby, what we can essentially do is we can create a healthy world, right? So, we cannot change the entire world in just 1 or 2 days, but by giving birth to healthy babies who has more vision within them, more strength, and more of courage within them, only they can create a new world for us. And that's how we can see a very beautiful world in the upcoming generations, right? So that's how it is possible only by implanting the best values and virtues right in the womb. Not once the baby is born and once the child is going to the school, and then we are implementing all of these things. So when we are giving all these values and virtues right in the womb, the child remembers it for the lifetime, right? Even the influences what a child gets through the environment or from the society, it then starts to receive only those positive things into the mind and body, not the negative patterns of the life. So that's when I found this is very, very interesting, that I have to help more and more pregnant mothers. So then I thought, through this way I can empower more mothers in the form of woman empowerment. At the same time, I can help two lives, both mother and baby. If a mother is empowered, I feel a entire family is empowered, right? So that's when I felt, if I help more pregnant mothers, that way we can help many more people as such. So child, when he or she grows up, even they also can help many more people as such. So that's how we can create a healthy people and healthy version of the better society. And so I am on a mission to help 1 million mothers to have happy, healthy, and sanskari babies to transform this world. Yes.
Really very nice and really very strong thing which I came to know. So yeah, some questions are there. That is, what are the key benefits of practicing Garbha Sanskara during this pregnancy?
Yeah. So practicing Garbha Samskara during pregnancy has a lot of benefits. So right now, what as doctors we are doing is, it's very good. In fact, a pregnant mother, once a woman become pregnant, we are giving a lot of inputs to the mother, could be like through diet, could be from scannings. We are very, very keen at the physical health of both the mother and the child, right? We have antenatal visits, we have scannings, ultrasounds, and all things, whatever we are going through during pregnancy is more only focused on the physical health of the baby, also on the mother. So through Garbha Samskara, what people like doctors like me are emphasizing is, we are focusing not only on the physical health and physical dimensions of the mother and baby, but we have to focus on all the four dimensions, like physical health, intellectual health, emotional health, and spiritual health. Right? What if a child is born super duper healthy, that a child weighs 3 kgs, and if a child cannot hear properly, or if the baby is not able to respond to the stimulus given properly, right? So, and if a baby is not able to understand what a mother is giving to the child, so this overall development is very, very important for both the mother as well as to the baby who is born. So this is one of the main interests of Garbha Samskara to the child and mother. Again, coming to other dimensions, like, see, if a child and mother are both are having a very good health during pregnancy and even after that, we, as a whole, we can expect less mortality rate, less morbidity rate. That means many people who are going and getting admitted in the hospital for minor or major complication can be brought down very easily, right? But through this, we can give more. That means more health to the mother and baby. Also, we can prevent a lot of complications to the child. also to the mother. Nowadays, it could be like because of stress or lifestyle or many factors to say that. So because of all these factors, mothers are actually going through a lot of stress within them. Like pregnancy is a moment where every mother has to enjoy that moment. But unfortunately, because of all the stressors or some other factors, they're really not able to focus on what's happening within them. So that by following Garbha Samskara, we can surely tell that she is going to start bonding with her child who is inside, even before she meets the child. So that is a level of bonding which is included in the baby and the mother during pregnancy. And this is one of the biggest advantages what a mother and baby, in fact, the entire family can feel. Right? Yeah.
Really interesting, very interesting, because Garbha Samskara, which I have understood, is that if we are imbibing the good things from the stage, the child is within the womb. As we always know, from the 2.5 years, we are giving the shape to the child. The child is what? It's a mold, right?
Yeah.
And the wherever in the whatever the vessels we are putting, it will get into that form.
Yes.
Right. But from the beginning, before from the 2.5 year, it is stated that if you are putting your child from that age into any school like Montessori schools or any kindergarten, because the development of the human brain development happens at that time.
Yes.
Before this, yeah, it was like it was like a ball. So it's really a powerful thing. This Garbha Samskara. This is very interesting. Yeah, this question comes. Yes, how can Garbha Samskara helps in promoting the overall development of the baby?
Yes. So again, coming to the overall development, see, if a child is growing, it is a lot of intellectual things that we are giving to the child, right? We teach a lot of divine qualities to the child once it is born. We teach how to talk to parents or how to respect elders or how to read and write. And no, and in fact, we are giving a lot of inputs to the child once it is born, right? And what we have to focus upon is even before the birth, baby has maybe thousands x, that means multiple number of times it has a lot of learning ability even before it is born. So this is the highest learning ability a baby has during, in fact, before birth. That 9 months, whatever a baby is spending in mother's womb, that is the most fruitful time a baby can learn so many things right in the womb. So that is the time where we have to start making this a kind of bonding, teaching some kind of values and virtues through different forms. Could be like reading, could be like listening to music. There are multiple forms of or ways of utilizing Garbha Samskara to make the child more powerful, in fact, in that way. So, for example, see, if you want to make your child more divine child, there are multiple ways where you can imbibe those divine qualities in your child. So this is one of the kind of customized baby or designer baby we can call. So this is one of the biggest advantages I can say in overall development.
Interesting. Yeah, designers baby everybody wants, because they are what exactly the designer baby we know that is on that particular date and on that October month. Okay, but we are not thinking that the designer baby can be the person with the right values, because if the values are not being inculcated from the day we birth,
Yes.
yeah, because we are not knowing our values, right? Even in the school, this has not been taught that
Yes.
your value is this, but Garbha Sanskara is helping you to get your this values, virtues. It's really interesting. Yeah. So I'm just thinking of see, in my case, when my sister-in-law was pregnant, and we don't have all those things in Maharashtra, Mumbai, Maharashtra. What we did, that is, she is more inclined towards detective books. And though we are talking about the divine books and everything, but for those people who are right now pregnant, what will be your suggestions that what books they will read? Because
Okay.
at least for their better, giving the better birth.
Right. So reading books especially is a very, very good habit that I suggest everybody to read. Especially in fact, I suggest them to read more offline, the physical form of books, not from any PDFs or from digital. It can be done, but I prefer them to read a physical book because there is an undivided attention that we give to the book. especially there are multiple activities that we are doing just by reading the book. So while we are reading, there is a lot of neuronal pathways which are created in the brain. Just in the human brain itself, there are so many activities going on. See, if a mother is reading so many books, in fact, she is giving a lot of intellectual knowledge to herself. That in turn is going to be the values to the child. So in this time, especially in pregnancy, what kind of books she has to read, to specially mention what kind of values you want to inculcate in your child, all those kind of genre books can be read. If a mother wants to include more of maybe divinity, she can read more divine books. If she wants her child to be, for example, honesty, if she wants to inculcate more honesty in the child, so it's not like we have to only read one particular category of books. She can include all kind of genres books, but here what we suggest them to read is more about pregnancy books. So they have to know what is going on within them. So what kind of physical changes does a mother undergo during pregnancy? What physiological changes, like how blood pressure varies? What are the skin changes and how her body shape is going to change? How her breast is going to get changed? How lactation, how breastfeeding happens? How to handle the baby? All of these things when she's reading during pregnancy, in fact, she is preparing her mind for all of these things right before what is going to happen in the next episode. Right? So this is one of the best way she can make herself more being prepared for her pregnancy. First thing. Second thing is that she can intellectually be connected with a baby. See, while she's reading a book, for example, she's reading some kind of story book, say some story book. While she's reading a story, she can describe the same story to the child also. So when she's teaching or saying the same story to the child, when she's narrating the story, child also will start listening to it. In fact, from 18 to 20 weeks in pregnancy, the child can clearly understand mother's voice. By the end of 6th month, it can clearly distinguish the voice. For, like, baby can understand whether this mother's voice or other, maybe has like a father's voice or anybody else's voice. So if two people are talking, baby can understand which is mother's voice. Such an intelligent baby we have in the womb. So that precious time when she's narrating such a beautiful stories, baby can start imagination. So baby can, in fact, understand what mother is talking. It's not like literally words. Baby cannot understand the words, whatever the mother is talking, but she or he can understand the emotions while she is going through. For example, she is reading some imagination kind of based stories. The baby can understand if mother is understanding the feeling of imagination, some kind of hormones are produced within the body. These kind of hormones are communicated with a baby. So such a complex body is designed by a God. So such a beautiful system is there within us. So we have to definitely take advantage of this.
Absolutely, really very powerful words. Yeah, definitely. And as much as we are giving reading good books, definitely that is very important. What which you have spoke about, mothers should know what are the changes they should have.
Yes.
So definitely they have been reading, making my mind prepared from the initial stage. Now, how Garbha Sanskara helps in creating a positive and nurture environment for the baby.
Yeah. See, right now, currently, what we are going through, maybe the news channels or social media, or could be if a mother is working, she has some stress from office, she has to handle her own home and other things. So if a mother is pregnant, she is not only pregnant, she is also handling a lot of other things in the same parallel life. So there are so many kind of stressors which come from different dimensions of life. So to handle all of these things and still be more calm and balanced, she has to follow Garbha Samskara. So while she's following Garbha Samskara, she can keep her Sthita Pragnata, that is an equality or equanimity of mind. So where she can balance her pregnancy and also balance other fields of life, right? She has to be a wife, she has to be a daughter-in-law, she's going to be a mother. At the same time, she's going to be a wife and she's playing a lot of roles. So she cannot compromise on being one, and she cannot compromise or give more priority to the other. As such, women are so beautiful that they want to give love to everyone. So to handle all of these roles better way, So when she's following Garbha Samskara herself, and another medical thing what I have to apply here is, during pregnancy, a mother undergoes a lot of behavioral changes. Her emotions are up and down. Like she would be getting a lot of mood swings. Sometimes she's very happy. Sometimes even a small disturbing thought also can make her little disturbed. So by doing all these Garbha Samskara activities, she can first of all handle herself very well. By the way, if even if something goes up and down also, even that she can understand and move forward very well. This is one of the biggest advantage what a mother can experience because of Garbha Samskara.
And I just want to ask you, since you are a coach in Garbha Samskara, how you are training the mothers for this?
Yes. So what we do in our community mothers is, first of all, we will ask them once a mother gets pregnant, that why do you want to become pregnant, or why are you already pregnant? In fact, why do you want this child? So this is the first question we ask them, and make them understand the real worth of being pregnant. There are millions of mothers who want to become pregnant and still not able to conceive. Right now, she is in a very, very precious role, that she is creating a new baby or a new individual to this beautiful world. So each and every individual in this world has their own special significance for this birth. So we are going to make them understand why pregnancy is so important for them, first of all. And the second important role is, like, what we make them understand is, pregnancy is not only for a woman, it is for both men and women. That means both husband and wife both are pregnant together. So your mother is carrying the child in her womb for 9 long months, that is 280 days. Even a father is carrying, but he's carrying in his brain. He's carrying all the thoughts of the baby. So this pregnancy is like a mutual thing, what they have to take care of each other very well in pregnancy. Like many people, not maybe not today, like many husbands are very much aware about pregnancy right now, but in the olden days, people used to think that pregnancy means just she has to become pregnant, go to her mother's place, deliver the baby, and bring back the child to the home. This was a very normal kind of thought what they carried very long back. But thank God that many husbands have become a like super duper like they are more aware right now that pregnancy is not only for women, but they are taking care of both wife and family together. They're also sharing the responsibilities very well. This is one good news. And next thing what we do, like make them to do, is first of all, not focusing only on the physical health, but on the emotional part also very well, and the intellectual part and the spiritual dimension as well. So, like if a car has to run, we need 4 wheels. If a table has to stand, we need 4 legs. In the same way, even a human being has to run properly or has to do all the activities well, we need all these 4 dimensions of life very well: the physical health, emotional, intellectual, and the spiritual health. So, directly, what we are making them understand is, first, they have to understand first and then implement. It's not like just a doctor has to say and we are blindly implementing. It's not the way. Whatever we are telling, let them understand first, let them analyze things first, and then if they implement, even the child understands why my mother is doing so and so. So this deep understanding is very, very much required before they start implementing. And then next, we are going to teach them about Garbha Yoga, what all physical postures they have to be doing in the first, second, and third trimester, how labor preparation happens, what are different postures they have to apply. And there are multiple breathing patterns and breathing techniques they have to learn. There are multiple meditation practices they are going to do. And we have like specialized, customized diet plans they are going to get according to their location, because food preferences are different from different cultures and different places of the India and even the world, right? So they will get a customized diet plans, and that's how we'll make them understand about all different things, like could be music therapy or the brain developmental activities for the baby, and how baby develops from month to month, week to week, and what specific activities they have to do in different months. And as and how they are approaching to the labor, many pregnant mothers will have this fear of going to the labor, right? So this has to be specially overcome by understanding what happens in the labor. And this is also one of my missions, to make more and more pregnant mothers to have more normal deliveries. Like since ancient times, moms have been very, very courageous to give birth to like eight or nine, 10 children, also normal birth. But in current generation, we are only giving birth to maybe one or two maximum. So even these two deliveries should not be so frustrating, and it should not create such amount of stress within them. It's a very miraculous moment. So like currently what I can observe is, it's not because the mother cannot give natural birth. The kind of inputs what they're receiving throughout pregnancy is making them more fearful. So by educating properly right during pregnancy will definitely help them to do something very great at the end of pregnancy. And this is something importantly that we are teaching to our community. And there are multiple sessions that we engage. We have couple counseling sessions. We have family counseling also, like what a mother-in-law or what mother should do, what kind of foods they have to prepare for them. There are multiple things like this.
Really interesting. So please mention how they can connect with you. Just mention your email ID and the contact number, and the details will be there in the link tree, in the description box. You have already shared the link tree details. I would request those who are there, please click that link tree account and just get to know more about her. That will be provided in the description box. Next question is, what role does visualization play in Garbha Sanskara, and how it can benefit both mother and the baby?
Right. Yes, it's a very, very interesting question to ask. Thank you for asking this. See, whatever we think we want happens twice. Once in our mind, and second time, it happens in the real thing, right? If a mother really decides to have something very great within her, for example, she is going to birth the baby right now. So if she decides to have some great qualities within the child, then she can definitely do it. So before manifesting that, she has to believe that that is possible, right? What happens during like current age, if we are desiring something, people will think, is it possible? Will I definitely be able to do it? So will I be able to do this? This kind of doubts they'll be having. A lot of doubts will be there inside. First of all, what I make them to do is remove, like empty your cup completely, and then fill more positive thoughts in it. And then design your baby. Like really, what do you require, or what do you need, or what kind of qualities you really want in your child? So those qualities can be definitely visualized during the pregnancy. For example, if she decides to have a healthy baby without any defects, without anything, but she desires to have a beautiful eyes and a healthy body and more divine qualities, and the child achieves something great in the life, that definitely is possible. And we have multiple examples who have already achieved it. And the kind of bonding what they create during visualization is something very, very great, because we are not dealing only with the physical beings, especially in visualization technique, but we are connecting in the soul level. So the baby is so much connected with the mother. Even it's not like only in Garbha Samskara, but even if you see how much ever old we become, maybe 60, 70, 80 years, but still we have that deeper connection with our mothers always. Right? Even if a pregnant mother is a mother, and once she's going to give birth, but still she is very much connected with her mother, and her mother is connected with her mother. So this chain of connection is never lost, because the kind of hormones what they experience, or the kind of bonding what really happens during birth and even before birth, during pregnancy, is something amazing thing, right? This kind of bonding happens through visualization. So this, whatever she like thinks and whatever she visualizes can definitely be manifested. Included, the disclaimer is it should be done under the guidance. And
Yeah. Actually, because manifestation, whenever we are sitting, it is always required a guidance. So
yes.
that's the reason the coaches are here. Please connect with Chandralekha, Dr. Chandralekha, for the same, because she is doing her, it's all our, whatever we are providing are all tried and tested.
Yes.
So it is, if it is not working, then only we cannot approach directly. So it's very essential for the mother. Another question comes because few of my friends are going under IVF. Okay. So for IVF, what will be their mental health conditions? What they will do to give a birth to a child?
So Is if people want to go for IVF, still they can implement this Garbhadan. There is a special samskara called as Garbhadan samskara. This is the first samskara of a human life. So we have total 16 samskaras, and the first one is Garbhadan samskara. This is something where a pregnant, like a couple, when they decide to become pregnant, these are all the preparation things what they are supposed to do before, before getting pregnant. So one most important thing is to take proper nutrition, because nowadays what we have thousands of different kinds of foods, but essentially what our body needs that many people are not taking. So that's one important thing, that they have to include more balanced diet, especially if somebody is going for IVF or if they're planning for pregnancy, both. So they can include more folic acid foods, right? Like omega-3 fatty acids they can include. For example, if they want to take, they can take more green leafy vegetables, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. See, nature has given such a beautiful fruits and vegetables. There is nothing that we don't have in the world. So whatever this body needs, everything is there in this Mother Earth. She is so precious that she's giving everything very much customized way. If we need vitamin C, she's not giving one option. She has giving tens, like many options. Like we have guava, we have lemon, oranges. See, just for one kind of nutrient, we have multiple options, and not like every fruit is not same. So that's the beauty, like we are getting new vitamins and all other essential things for this body from many different ways. So this they have to observe first on the physical health. If they have anything like hormonal imbalance or any thyroid issues or any PCOS or any other issues, first they have to resolve it. If they are overweight, if they have any other issues, mental stress or something, they have to just come back to normal health first and then start trying. Because what happens is, we are also seeing pregnant mothers who is already hypothyroid or already diabetic, and then they become pregnant, and during pregnancy they will have to go under a lot of complications. To avoid all these things, this planning for pregnancy is one of the best practices that I would suggest for all the planning couples. So this planning should be there from both the couples. Like husband also has to prepare well, and even the mother or the woman also has to prepare well for this pregnancy. From physical health, also they have to remove all the debris, the waste material what they have in their mind, all the negative thoughts and all of that in the mind, especially, and clear it completely. Fill with more positivity, and then start like putting on more intellectual property within the mind, and then go towards a spiritual journey, because what we are giving birth, it's also kind of spirituality, right? Every action whatever we do, there is some or the other thing which is there, that is spirituality. So when we are going in with all these four dimensions, then they can definitely achieve this pregnancy very well. At the same time, they are more confident in continuing the pregnancy also, even if somebody is not able to conceive naturally, but with all this positivity they will have higher chances of conception even with IVF.
Actually, the most important thing which you have spoke about is the fruits, right?
Yes.
The God, that is Mother Earth is providing us so many precious things, right? Vitamin C, for example, different, like fruits, right? Like lemon, orange, which you have mentioned, right? Guava. Now, if we think that in a child, every child is unique in their own way, right?
Yeah.
So Garbha Samskara helps you to denote the best uniqueness. Because,
Yes.
because every individual is also different, right? Like the
Yes.
different fruits, but
Yes.
they have the same qualities. But
Yes.
the qualities are same, but in a unique way. Some are having ambiguous. We are talking about the three ways of personality, right? First is the ambivert, then introvert, extrovert, right?
Yes.
When we are discussing about this this by two personality, and then we say that this person is sitting at the back. If
Yeah.
we are from the Garbha Sanskara only, we can get, if we are giving the proper, imbibing the proper thing, then we cannot have to distinguish the traits, personality traits.
Yes.
All will be same, but having a unique differences within them. So
Yes.
yes, it is highly mentioned. I am now getting fan of Garbha Sanskara. Even in our time, if it has been there, then there should be something that women specifically should get the values.
Mm.
Today, women are not getting the values because of this thing. Because they
Correct.
don't get the values, they don't know how to determine it.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. So one more question is, how can Garbha Sanskara contribute to the emotional bonding between the mother and the unborn child?
Yes. So practically what I can tell this is, I'll tell from the back. So once your baby is born, during pregnancy, whatever she has made, like maybe like singing or talking to the baby or expressing her emotions or writing a letter, so many activities, whatever they do during pregnancy, has a lot of bonding between the mother and child. And once the baby is born, the baby completely remembers whatever she or he has learned in the womb. So this, I have seen what happened with my client, that the child was crying once and suddenly mother started to chant Omkara and the baby stopped crying suddenly. It was crying from so long time. She did not understand what to do. She was taking the baby and swinging. Something was she was doing, but still the baby was not keeping calm. And suddenly she started remembering that she was chanting Omkara, and the baby just slept very very calmly. This is one of the ways how this bonding especially manipulates the child. It's not like a manipulation band, it's a kind of making the baby more secured. Feeling secured is one biggest thing what baby always requires. See, baby is always in close contact with the mother for almost around 30-40 weeks, right? 38 to 40 weeks, it's within the mother. And once the baby is out, even with the smallest, maybe with a small wind or small sound, even for that finest thing, also baby gets disturbed. And the baby feels more insecure and it may start crying. And still, since the baby cannot talk in such a very, very small age, it starts crying for everything. And now, if the mother is connected with the child so closely, she can understand why the baby is crying. She can understand whether whether the diaper is wet, whether the baby is hungry, or whether is there any other problem. Still, the baby mother can understand with the level of bonding what she cares during pregnancy. This is something very, very not only useful during pregnancy, but this will be useful for the entire life.
Really interesting. Yeah. Are there any specific guidelines or precautions that pregnant women should follow while practicing Garbha Sanskara?
Yes, definitely there are some important rules or some guidelines that they have to follow. Is first thing is avoid all positive negative inputs. Like for example, there are multiple people, those who were already pregnant and they have given birth, they come and tell their experience. It's good. I'm not telling they should not tell their experience. Let them tell, but as a pregnant woman, we should not. In fact, the pregnant mother should not imagine them that they are going to also follow or face the same kind of experience, because each and every pregnancy is very, very, very unique. Even if one pregnant mother is there, if she's conceiving for the second time, the kind of experiences whatever she went through in the first pregnancy and second pregnancy could not be same. So such unique is a pregnancy experience for each and everyone. So a pregnant mother should not imagine herself experiencing something which has not yet happened yet. Okay, so this is one important thing that they have to follow. Second important thing is avoid all negative inputs, like watching news or something, hearing more negative things from outside, and exposing themselves to more negative toxins from outside, like air pollutants or too much heavy beats or sounds, disturbing sounds. And if somebody is quarreling or something, who are not emotionally well balanced, it is always advised to avoid such people. Also, there are some kind of toxic people, those who may be around. So we have to avoid such people. In fact, if there are such people within the family, then also they can make a kind of masking or guarding the child, not getting influenced from them. So that is also possible by neglecting those kind of negative vibrations, right? There is a like this is something very, very important for a pregnant mother to make sure that she being pregnant, and she has to make sure that she is going to be more positive, because whatever she thinks or whatever she consumes, in fact, the kind of food, thoughts, or whatever input she takes during pregnancy, everything is going to influence the child with the womb. So if she wants her child to be more healthy or more happy during not only during pregnancy, but to the entire life, then these 9 months are going to decide the 90 years of the baby, right? So this is something very, very important.
Yes. And what advices you would like to give to the persons who are watching right now? Yes.
Yes. So one thing what I would always tell pregnant mothers who are already pregnant, one thing important is your pregnancy matters a lot, not only for you, but your child who is growing inside is a best citizen of India, first of all, and to this world. So you're growing your baby not only for you, your family, but your child is most precious individual for this beautiful world. Because we cannot tell that this child is going to be something, a doctor or an engineer or scientist. But that child who grows up to become something great in the life can help multiple peoples, multiple millions of people, right? So the child who is growing inside is a very, very important and great person. And never imagine your child that a child cannot understand anything. Why should I do? Once my baby is born, I'll give the best education, best gift, and I'm going to give so many other things. But the best thing what we can give to the child for entire life, there is nothing, no big gift that we can give to the child is Garbha Samskara, especially during pregnancy. Because those kind of values, whatever we teach during pregnancy, that is going to be the biggest foundation to the child. So on that foundation, even if you build a biggest skyscraper, that is not going to fall down. Right. So always consider the pregnancy is most precious time of the life. So never even waste even 1 hour of your pregnancy because it's not going to come every day in your life. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So just whoever is watching, just mention or will watch later, just mention your 5 biggest takeaways from this discussion and mention in the comment section. And if whatever questions you are having, she will definitely give you the answer. She'll go to the comment section and will give you the answer. So I'm blessed and I'm honored to have you on the board because this the knowledge which I have learned from Dr. Chandralekha, it is valueless because it's really precious for me because I learned about more thing about Garbha Sanskara because I have never heard about this earlier. So thank you for coming, and I'm looking forward to work with you for the next and other social media as well. Giving, we'll work together. I'm planning for something else where I will definitely want to be call you for the discussions. So thank you very much. We are signing off right now.
Thank you,
And
everyone.
yeah, and thank you. And we'll definitely come with the new things. And I will definitely request Dr. Chandralekha to come once again because there are a lot of learnings which is still pending and it is not been able to complete within the 45 minutes, but we still tried our level best. Please connect with her regarding those who are into the pregnant for right now, pregnant mothers. Please connect with her, get maximum benefits from her. Thank you very much for coming, Dr.
Thank you.
Chandralekha.
Thank you for inviting. And it's a real blessing to help many more pregnant mothers. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We are signing off. We'll definitely come with a new discussion. We are coming shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.